Good evening, keepers. Welcome to another episode of Keep Up. We've got our graded cards today. I'm your host, Dragon Paragon, and with me, as always, is the illustrious Lord Zod.
Hello.
Zod, this is a cool playmat. Where'd you get this?
So this is part of the Nils Ham Kickstarter. He's a magic artist. This is the alternate for Secret Lair for the Sword of Truth and Justice. I like his art. It's more like a whimsical fairy type of thing, almost like Where the Wild Things Are type of stuff.
Oh, I see it. That's truth, and that's justice. Yeah, no,
and that's the sword.
Sense. Yeah,
and there might be a moistened. I don't know.
And there's a batting average here.
Yeah,
yeah,
and a couple ducks. One of them is a mallard.
Okay, that makes sense. This is
right.
So clearly this is some sort of sports ball playmat. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, well, without any further ado, let's get into why you're here, which is them graded cards. We've got quite a lot today, so I'm going to try to go at a good clip. First off, we've got several billion submissions from Wildcarde. If you haven't checked out Wildcarde, he's actually a streamer who opens packs. He's a pack cracker, one of the best there ever was. We're going to actually give you a link in the description today. And yeah, he graded Infinity Billion cards, starting with the Snorlax Secret out of Chilling Reign. Yeah, check that out. We're starting with that.
Nice pristine 10.
So
I love the gold borders.
That's super cool. Like, that's like a $70 card. At pristine 10, I would hazard a guess that it's probably over $200. That is a guess. I am kind of revamping how we're doing the prices, so they're going to be a bit wonky in the meantime. My apologies, sumimasen. We'll get them nailed in by our next video.
It's nice to see the Chilling Reign card starting to regain value,
yeah,
right?
No, it's super cool.
Because that was towards the end of the COVID stuff, and so it's got the weird production.
Yeah, they were really, really sort of available everywhere there for a bit, so the boosters actually dropped down to like 90 a box, if you can believe that. They're way more now, of course. And of course, they have that freaking glorious Moltres. This next one is a Rika Full Art out of Paradox Rift. There you go. Beautiful card, coming in at a lovely grade, 8.5. There has been kind of a growth in people who have been grading things lately. So, as a side effect, it has kind of devalued things that aren't 10s. 10s are still going strong, of course. Right. But these days, if you want to value up, you actually want to get an 8. Used to be kind of around a 7.
Okay.
So 8.5 are still doing pretty good. Unfortunately, with the Ancient Mew here, we had a bit of a dip at 6.5, probably losing a little bit of value on that. Still, a card like that is absolutely gorgeous. So those of you who haven't seen the Ancient Mew promo, this was actually given away at the first Pokemon movie, and it is one of the coolest promos to have ever existed. Yeah. Custom back is also foiled. Yeah. As you can see, the front is like something that we've never seen in Pokemon before, and I don't think we have again. Yeah. So it is still just such a cool friggin' card. So just a beautiful display piece. Everybody should have one of these in their collection so they can swing it.
Heck yeah.
Next, we're going to have the Japanese Penny SIR out of Shiny Treasure EX. You'll remember that card actually came out in a different English set. I want to say base set Scarlet Violet, but it might be Paldea Vault for the English version. But yeah, Japanese coming as a Gem 10. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, you see a lot of the Japanese Gem 10s. I've said it before and I'll say it again. They have impressive print quality. Next, by the way, all still wild cards. We're going to be here a minute. Is the Palkia out of the Legendary Shine Collection. This is the first edition, which is going to be the first printing of that.
Okay.
Yeah. Check out see if you can get the foil pattern to go off, because it's like a lovely grid. It's super crazy.
Not going to behave with the shiny.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
See, yep, there it is.
There we go.
And it's just insane. And I am super sad that the English cards don't have like that kind of crazy patterning. And the Japanese cards will have it for all sorts of different sets. If you'll remember, Pokemon Go had like arrows going every which way. That was super cool. Anyway. Next is an English card. It is a Charmander Reverse Holo out of XY Evolutions, which is quite the set.
Yeah,
so it was one of the reprints of the base set featuring the original art. And I believe they do have the original attacks. I don't think they were updated or modernized until later. So the XY Evolutions is, I think, the last true reprint of the base set. But yeah, it's the reverse holos came in that, and they're super cool. Not only did he see fit to send in the Charmander, he also sent in the Zard.
Oh, nice.
Yep, coming in at the exact same score as his baby brother there.
Okay.
At a healthy 8.5.
Yep, not
which
bad.
is really cool to see.
Yeah, you're getting like cards that are 8-10 years old.
Yeah. And of course, we're going to be continuing the Charizard train because why wouldn't you? Here's the Charizard EX SIR out of Paldean Fates. So that is the shiny variant there, or I guess the terrestrialized version because he's wearing his fancy hat. Coming in at a healthy 8, so it's going to be valuing up a bit. Good job. Marlins, this is a heck of a card. Wildcarde's got a really good eye for cards. Next, we've got the Starmie V Trainer Gallery. And as you can see, that one's hitting the big double digits.
Oh, yeah.
Which is super cool. It's always harder to do it on the English cards. So it's really cool when you finally see one, you know? They're rarer, and because of that, they're all the more worth it. And have quite a good bit of value, too. Like I said, we're kind of in the process of revamping how we do the price estimates to get them more accurate, so I don't have a price for all of them. But this next Garchomp V Trainer Gallery should take the cake.
Oh, like another pristine 10.
Yeah, that is an English pristine 10, which I think the Snorlax was too.
Yep.
Which is wild, right? And and of course they got that gold border. Yeah, check that out, gold label. Yeah, this I always thought was a really cool card, and seeing it come back at that pristine 10 is just cooler. Like, it's so rad. There's nothing that tops that. Anyway, topping that is the Charizard EX SIR out of 151. Topping it as a card, but not as the grade.
Right,
Pristine 10 is pretty hard to beat.
Yeah.
Still, healthy 8. That's always, that you don't want to see lower than that, so that's really cool.
This is still triple-digit card nowadays, right?
It sure is.
Okay.
Sure is, buddy. So a card like that, you'd probably expect to see around 150. You would see it at much higher, especially at a convention. But I'm not sure I would pay much higher than that unless you really want it.
Gotcha.
Next, we've got the Dendra Full Art card. Trainer Full Arts are always beautiful cards. They're some of the more popular these days. Dendra's a pretty likable trainer as well. I think she's pretty cool. I don't go in much for all the idols, so I like someone who's got a little more common sense and, grit to them.
Yep, fair enough.
And hitting at a 9 is a beautiful grade. So, wonderful card, wonderful grade.
Yep.
Next, we're going to have Iono. Speaking of idols, Iono is based on an actual real-life Japanese idol who's quite famous. Forgive me, I've forgotten her name. I'm not sure I ever actually knew it. But I do know the personality. And she's actually been spoofed a couple of times. She's actually got a King of Fighters character based off of her. So it's kind of neat to have versions of yourself in different, universes, right?
Yeah.
So beautiful card coming in at an 8.5.
It does have the nice little Eevee down there.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Yeah. And it's got a Pikachu on it. So that means it raised the value by at least $20. Next, we're going to have the Yveltal EX from the Black Star promos. This is going to be the one that also has Moosler in it. For those of you who are unaware, Moosler is the actual name of Xerneas. Xerneas was actually just kind of a fake name they kind of put on him for fun. He's actually Moosler. Anyway, so that came in as a mint 9, which is a beautiful grade. Definitely getting some value off of that one. We've got a Pikachu VMAX Trainer Gallery coming up. A lot of people like to refer to it as Chungus Shoe.
Oh, yeah. That's a big boy.
Yeah, he's a big boy. And that's a big grade.
Yep.
That is a big grade for a big boy. I just want to point out how impressive it is that we've seen three pristine 10s, and they were like English cards.
Yep.
Which it's always rarer to see that. Really, it's super rare. We've gone multiple videos in a row without getting a single one.
Yep.
And we've got 3 in this one stack.
Heck yeah.
Granted, it's quite the stack. Wildcard, you've outdone yourself. But hey, good on you, mate. You got a good eye for cards. Next, we've got the Empoleon V Alt Art out of Battle Styles, which, if you don't recall, is a beautiful card. Really cool. You've got the Empoleon, training all the other Pokemon. You've got the Mienfoo in the background and the Phalanx sort of bouncing on him. Love this guy. It's super great. I think I actually like him more than the Tyranitar Alt Art out of the same set, but I also really like that card. He just pigged out and made all the dishes. Next is going to be the Rotom V Alt Art out of Lost Origin. Coming in a very healthy grade as well. Doesn't quite make the grade, but he's about as good as he can be without being a medalist.
Yep. Not bad.
No, not bad at all. Lovely card, lovely grade. But, we've got a lot of them, and this next one I think takes the cake on it. Origin Form Dialga V-Star out of Crown Zenith. Of course, it is the Galarian Gallery Edition. Yeah, coming in at a Gem 10. Look at that.
Nice.
My favorite one out of those is the Hisuian Zoroark, but they're all really cool. There's not a single one I dislike.
Yeah.
The Dialga is just rad. Just the art on it's amazing. The foiling's amazing.
It's Dialga.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What else can you say? Arceus V out of Brilliant Stars, the Alt Art coming up. Wildcard sent in a lot of really crazy cards. Most of them alt art or like rare promos. It's really kind of a treat just being able to see all these. Coming in at a very respectable 9.
Yep.
Extremely good grade. So we've got the Solgaleo GX Black Star promo, which I like to call the Discover card version. It's one of the all gold cards, which look at them. They look like a credit card. Yeah. But I don't think that's a bad thing. They're very unique. They're very distinct. I think they're really cool collection pieces. And at 9.5, very healthy grade. Very well done. Of course, you can't have the cat without the bat. Lunala GX up on deck.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Yep, same variant. Look at that. Coming in at the Gem Mint 10, which you love to see. He made the grade.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lunala did it. We've got the Magikarp from Paldea Evolved. It's the illustration rare.
Yep.
Coming in at 9.5.
Oh, that's a good.
Yeah, and this is such a crazy card because when you look at its history, oh my god, it's ruined now.
Yeah. Oh my god.
No, this is why you get them graded, so they're protected.
Yeah.
So this card in particular was like, I don't know, $20 when it came out, not even.
Yeah.
And now it's pushing 100.
Yeah.
So
ungraded.
Yeah, ungraded.
Because it's the Magikarp.
Yeah. At a 9.5, probably 140, maybe 150. I wouldn't be surprised if you saw it for more. Vaporeon V promo coming out, and this is, of course, the beautiful art promo, at the getting an 8.5. This is out of I believe, the Evolution Premium Collection.
And so this is a misprint.
Is it?
It's they caught a misprint, so it's got the misaligned texture. So if you look, it's like shifted off. That's one of the things we really like about CGC is even if we don't catch the misprint, because we're not, staring too closely, they will catch it and redo. So if you look,
they always do. No, for sure, and it's got the error stamp. Yeah.
They're
pretty much the kings when it comes to grading error cards.
Yeah. So that's a good.
That's super cool.
So if you can tell, it's like shifted about like a millimeter or two. It almost looks like just slightly off, right?
I wouldn't even have caught that. That's incredible. Wildcard, good job.
Yeah.
You got yourself quite the unusual Vaporeon there. I don't think there's many of those around. Jolteon V, same sort of thing, came out of the premium collection. The evolutions are super rad, and he sent in the whole set. So you're going to be seeing some cards coming up here, some real crazy ones. Speaking of, we've got another one of the base ones. This is going to be the Flareon V coming up. Doing a little bit better than his brother and sister there at a 9.
Yeah, notice it's got the misaligned texture,
it's also got the texture. Yeah, isn't that crazy?
It's like the whole set.
Yeah, so Wildcard's got himself some error cards. Look at that. And those are undoubtedly low population. I can't imagine there's many of those out there. Next is the Chiyu EX, which is going to be the illustration rare out of Paldea Evolved, scoring that Gem 10.
Yeah.
He's got the touch. Wildcard has got the touch. Yeah. It's like the Midas touch, except whenever he touches a card, its grade raises.
Yeah.
All right. Next, we've got Charizard VMAX. Looks like the baseline version. Coming in a healthy 9. Yeah, very cool. Very cool. This is the one out of Darkness Ablaze. So this is an older one.
Yeah, we like our Charizard.
Oh, yeah. Sure do. We love seeing the older Zards, too. Next, we've got the Leafeon V Alt Art from Evolving Skies coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you see that number? That number is binary. That's binary for perfect.
Yeah, that's a good...
Yeah.
And that's like a 200 to 300 normal.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We're talking about... that one's a bit less, I think, because the V Maxes are the ones that go nuts.
Oh, gotcha.
But the Vs are still nothing to sneeze at. If I had to guess, and I am guessing, I apologize, is about 160 ungraded at Gem 10. Sir 200. Okay. Absolutely. Easy Sir 200. Next is going to be the Flareon VMAX. This was a promo that came out of the collection. Coming in at 9. Very healthy. Very healthy.
Okay.
We are going to see all of them. The Vaporeon VMAX is coming up next.
Okay.
To round out the set is the Jolteon VMAX also. The Vaporeon VMAX, I love this art too. Any art that shows Pokemon underwater, I'm just a sucker for.
Yeah.
But at a 10, beautiful card to have at a 10. Just gorgeous. Okay. Next is going to be Leafeon VMAX's big brother, the Alt-Art Leafeon VMAX.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coming in at a 9. Which 9, hey, you made the grade, you beat the 8, you're gaining value. So you've got, that's quite the valuable card right there. And because we're not done with just that, we've got Espeon VMAX coming up as well.
Oh, nice.
Alt-Art. Yep. There he is.
Nice.
Sleepy Kitty. at an 8.5. It's pretty good. You're valuing up, and you're doing a little bit extra for that 0.5. Not everybody does the 0.5s just yet. We're a CGC store, so we absolutely count them. But a lot of people use the PSA standard and prefer to go off the whole number. Glaceon VMAX is up next on the line. This is a really cute one as well. It's got a beautiful medley of a lot of Pokemon on it. So for people who really like those group shots, this is just kind of a holy grail of a card. And coming in an 8, hey, made the grade. You're making your value. Next is a Sylveon VMAX. And of course, these are all out of Evolving Skies. Like we all know what these cards are. They're incredibly valuable, incredibly rare, and just gorgeous. So there's a Sylveon VMAX hitting at a 9. Very healthy grade. Very cool card. Yeah, good job, Wildcarde. We're done with the evolutions, but we're not done seeing crazy things yet. This next card is actually probably going to be a new one for a lot of people out there. This is the Charizard EX promo out of the Pokemon Card Game Art Collection.
Oh.
The card was only ever printed in Japanese, and the art collection, I believe you had to special order.
Okay.
So,
That's
yeah,
pretty cool.
you only got it when you ordered that collection, and this card was in it. Okay. And I don't think it was advertised very well, because this particular card actually came from our shop. Somebody bought the collection because they wanted the art, and when they were thumbing through it, a Charizard fell out.
Oh.
And they didn't know what the card was. They didn't know its value, so they brought it over to us, and they're like, hey, I mean, it's cool, but I kind of just want to see what it's worth, because I'll probably sell it if it's worth anything. And then we got to tell them that it was like a $900 card.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So yeah, I think that has gone up to about what K ungraded these days.
Okay.
And that says 9 on it.
Yeah. That's
so
pretty good.
I mean, it is Japanese, and they do tend to grade higher, so that probably only values it up like another $200, but like that's $1,200.
Yeah, not bad.
So that's a crazy card. This is another card that a lot of people probably know but don't get to see, and that's Pikachu with the gray felt hat. Coming in at 8.5, just barely coming in above value, but hey, as long as you're pulling your weight, little fella, good job. Yeah. He, of course, got that hat at a department store. He's very proud of it. You had to visit the Van Gogh Museum or enter a Pokemon Center lottery to get that card.
Yep.
So very difficult to get. A lot of people, I shot my shot, I didn't get it. Yeah. So it's cool that somebody did. Ooh. Japanese Sabrina's Gengar. This card has a bit of a pedigree. See, this art is banned in America. When this card was released in the gym set, the English one just has a blank background. For some reason, they really didn't like the fact that there was a graveyard and like crosses in it. So I don't know if they thought it was a religious sensitivity thing or if they just thought that Americans were unfamiliar with what death is. But they decided that he'd just be better off standing in the void. Okay. So it's a really cool card, both versions, because they're different and they have that kind of history. It's a shame the grade didn't come in higher. Usually the Japanese ones do. But with a card of this age, it just means there's a lot of chance for things to happen to it. But awesome card. Yeah. Next card is going to be the Mewtwo V-Star out of the, which is a special art rare in English. You had to buy it in the collection. And you got the Mewtwo in the collection, and the Charizard came in the Charizard collection, and like they're fighting each other in their card art, which is super cool. They're each from their own perspective, and that came in at a Gem 10. Like it's I mean, you got to be over the moon about that. That's there's only one grade higher than that you can hope for, and I would say it is unreasonable to hope for that grade. Next is the M Gengar EX. This is going to be the Japanese version. As you can see, it's got that really cool English text saying Phantom Gate. The Charizard out of that set says Wild Blaze. Okay. And in the English releases, the names were actually shifted to Japanese.
That's cool.
Yeah, which is super neat. But I love seeing the Japanese one because it's got like the attack name on it. Which is just great. Next is going to be a special art rare of V-Star Universe. This is the Charizard V. This was released in English as part of the Ultra Premium collection that had the 3 Zards and I think the Mewtwo in it. Or did you have to pull the Mewtwo? Or did the Mewtwo come out of
the Mewtwo was a different collection.
It was a different collection, but it was a collection.
Yes.
I wasn't wrong about that.
Okay.
Yeah, and again, coming in at 10.
Nice.
Lovely card. Next, we've got a team-up card, a Greninja and Zoroark GX, which, like, I mean, if you're talking about teams with the edge, that's one of them. And there's that lovely Gem 10 on it. I don't know how many Gem 10s we've seen Wildcarde get here, but he's proven he has earned his name. Yeah. Ain't no card wilder than him.
That's pretty cool.
Next, we've got the Giratina V Alt Art out of Lost Origin. I know. That's like a $300 card. And here it is. Just barely coming in at 7.5. Sadly, that means it's probably not going to value up. But I mean, $300 is $300.
Yeah.
And on the plus side, it means it's in a case.
And
it
it's
is protected.
Yep.
So that's a beautiful centerpiece for any collection. That card alone is just incredible. We've got Origin Form Palkia V. This is going to be the alt art coming in at 8.5. Made the grade. Very good. Did a little bit better. I mean, you'd like to see the 9, right?
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm never going to be unhappy with an 8.5. And the other version, the Dialga V, sorry, not the Palkia V, but the alt-art Dialga V out of the same set, coming in, and that one did noticeably better. Coming in at a 9.5, gorgeous grade, gorgeous card.
Yep.
I think I like the Crazy Stairs sort of variant art on the Palkia a little bit better, just because the Dialga V here, while still really cool, it's very impactful, and it's clean art. It doesn't quite convey its mastery over time as the other one conveys Palkia's mastery over space. Very rare card coming up here. This is the Armored Mewtwo. Coming in at a 7. Was really hoping that one would come in at a higher grade because it's a very valuable card. It is a promo out of a collector's chest that is 5 years old at this point. And of course, it's just a really cool take on Mewtwo, right? Yep. Which Mewtwo's a really cool Pokemon as is. Yeah. So seeing a version like this, which he got that armor in the movie, is just kind of over the top. It's awesome. Nice. So next card is going to be the English version of the Mewtwo V-Star, which was actually out of Crown Zenith. It wasn't out of a collection. We were wrong. Okay. So yeah, there you go. And it's also Gem 10.
Yep.
So yeah, just doing amazing on these. Just killing it. Oh,
heck yeah.
Wildcarde's the guy. We would have loved to have him here today. Unfortunately, our schedules didn't line up, but we'll do something with him in the future. You hear that, Wildcard? You can't get away from us. Next is going to be Gengar and Mimikyu GX. Coming in at a lovely 9, which that's another really cool team up as well. I think the only other team ups I like over that and the Zoroark Greninja, which I also really like.
Here we go. He's got those orange crazy eyes.
Yeah, he does. Is the Snorlax and Eevee is super good. That one's super cute. The Wailord and Magikarp is top 10 team ups all time.
Yeah.
And the other one that I personally like is a Charizard Braixen. You like that one because of Charizard. I like that one because of Braixen.
Yeah.
Me and my Firefoxes.
And there's no Hawlucha team up, right?
There's not.
No. Yeah.
Yet. Anyway, in case anybody's wondering, my browser is in fact Firefox.
Yeah.
So there's Solgaleo and Lunala GX, Bats and Cats team up on the same team one time ever, coming in at 8.5, which is lovely, great. Not as lovely as the Mewtwo and Mew GX. I forgot this card existed, frankly. I probably should put it in that list I mentioned earlier and just sort of amend it.
Yeah.
Because it's a really good card. It's really great, and it's got it's got a couple of variants. This one's really cute. The one where Mewtwo's just like tired of his genetic brother. I don't know. I don't know how that relation works.
Yeah.
But Mew's having a great time. He's not bogged down by it. I'm just not that big a Mewtwo Mew fan. But yeah, Guzma and Hala. This one's great. I am that big a Guzma fan. Coming at a 9.5. Lovely grade. Lovely card. That was all of Wildcard's card. All 80 billion of them. I didn't actually count. I can't count that high. I'm kind of dumb.
But they're all amazing cards.
They really are. And like he got like what, 6.5?
Yeah.
And like valued up on pretty much every one. Yeah, good job.
Yep.
And like tons of pristine 10s. These next cards are from Lauren. Lauren, thank you very much for using us for your submission. We hope you enjoy your cards. There's going to be a Clauncher Japanese art rare coming up.
Clauncher!
And coming up at a pristine 10. Highest grade in the game. Yeah, well done. I still really like the cards that are underwater. This one also gets extra points for having the Dragalge in the corner. Because I like seahorses. I especially like leafy sea dragons. They're like one of the best seahorses. So that card's super cool. And they actually spent a long time wandering around Rome as a family looking for Italian Pokemon cards. And they found them. And here's a Slowbro from that batch of Italian cards that they sent in and got a beautiful grade, coming in at a 9. Very excellent grade.
It's still Slowbro.
Indeed. And of course, it is in that Italy language. That thing Latin turned into. Well, Latin turned into like 4 things. That's not really fair to say. This is another Italian card from that batch, getting in at the big 1-0.
Nice.
Look at that. Rome representing. You know what they say? When in Rome, buy Pokemon cards and they get a perfect 10.
Exactly. They say that all the time.
I say that all the time. I said that 8 times today.
So that we know they're missing some because they had to buy one on each hill, right? And you had the 7 hills.
Oh, I don't think they graded the other five.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Or like those are Yu-Gi-Oh cards or something.
Fair enough.
I'm not privy to all the details.
Yeah.
They keep the secrets in the secret room in the Vatican that only the Pope knows about.
Yeah.
These next cards were sent in by Dean. Dean, thank you very much for using the service. This is a Zekrom EX out of 2013 Legendary Treasures. Coming in at 8.5, lovely grade. You made it. You valued up a bit, and you got that extra 0.5 for a little bit of extra. I think you're going to be a lot happier about this next card, though, which is the Gouging Fire EX out of Temporal Forces. It is the illustration rare, of course. And there it is at a Gem 10. Gouging Fire, for those of you who are unfamiliar, is the ancient version of Entei.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to say Raikou there for a minute, but that's incorrect. Raikou is Lightning Cat.
Okay.
So yeah, absolutely. People call them legendary dogs. It turns out they're actually cats. Take a good look at them. You'll know I'm right. Search your feelings.
Next is going to be... tells you no.
Well, Suhun can't talk.
Okay, fair enough.
So anyway, Unknown V is coming up next. This is going to be the Alt Art out of Silver Tempest, which I always thought was a neat card. At a pristine 10, baby.
Nice.
Except no substitute.
If you look, these are the letters actually spell pristine 10 in Unovan.
Yeah, sure.
Right?
You just kind of have to, like the P...
That's
we can say this one's R.
That's an I. That's
anyway, don't look at it too close.
Yeah.
You double back a couple times. Yeah. Anyway, it spells pristine 10.
Yeah.
And it got a pristine 10. So good job, Unowns. Yeah. Next is going to be the Riolu. This is going to be the illustration rare out of Scarlet and Violet base set. Riolu's always a cute card. Love seeing him. And that came in at a Gem 10. So really good haul here. Dean is absolutely killing it. Very good job, sir. Hope you like your cards.
I like how he's lifting his weights to eventually become Lucario.
That's how it works.
Right.
That's how it works. You got to be careful if you're a weightlifter, though. Lift too many, you turn into Lucario.
Yep.
I've seen it happen. It's terrible. This next one is actually going to be from one of the kobolds at the keep. This is from Kobold or Go Home, who sent in a Fion. And this is, of course, the illustration rare. Fion, for some reason, is one of Kobold or Go Home's favorite Pokemon. Okay. Only a little bit of shade here. I mean, real fans like Manafi, am I right?
Yeah.
No, that is completely untrue. Fion rules. But yeah, I particularly like this Fion because, say it with me, it's underwater with other Pokemon.
Yep.
Beautiful art, beautiful card, beautiful choice, beautiful grade. Next, we have got the last of our Pokemon submissions, just a couple more, submitted by one Dragon Paragon.
I'm going to guess Ninetales. Oh, what a lucky guess.
How did you know? Get out of my head, you demon.
Yeah.
So this is going to be the one out of Twilight Masquerade. This is reverse holo. And of course, I can't send in just the reverse. Here's the normal.
Yeah, you got to have the set.
Extremely happy about that 10. My standards for graded cards are pretty low. I do this because I really like my Vulpixes and my Ninetales, and I want them to be in a nice slab. I'm not ever going to sell these. These are for me. So if I get a 7, I'm happy. If I get a 10, I'm ecstatic. So yeah, good times.
Good times.
And this last one is going to be the Japanese Ninetales EX.
Yeah.
This card was actually gifted to me by one of our regulars. Thank you again very much. You know who you are. I really appreciate it. I had to send him in to get graded,
Yep.
And you know what? They repaid me. They got me an 8. So I'm really even happier with it. That's gonna be a welcome one in the collection.
Heck yeah, we'll just put that here.
All right. I apologize. I think we forgot to do Jonathan's stack.
Okay.
And Jonathan's got quite the stack as well. And it's a very discerning stack. He's going to be starting off with the Crown Zenith Cynthia's Ambition full art.
Oh, nice.
Which a lot of popular trainer cards were released as full arts in Crown Zenith, even though there wasn't a base version in the set. I believe this is one of them.
Okay.
And I got that beautiful Gem 10. Lovely grade. Lovely grade. Next is going to be a Giovanni's Charisma out of 151. Love the Giovanni cards. I'm a Giovanni stan. Damn, has there ever been a better crime boss in Pokemon? I'll answer that for you. No. There he is with the Persian right there, just having a good time petting his evil kitty.
His little buddy.
And they got an 8. So he's doing all right. He's valuing up. We've got the Squirtle illustration rare out of 151. All of the illustration rares out of 151 are good. There's not a bad one in the bunch. You can quote me on that. Coming in at 8.5 is a lovely grade, but nothing compared to the War Turtle.
War Turtle!
At a 9.5.
Oh, man.
It is difficult for me to say which one of these. No, it's not. I like the War Turtle better because it's underwater.
Yeah, it's not on water, it's underwater.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm like, we got you.
Say the line, you know it.
Yeah.
Okay, next we're going to have another Japanese Charizard V out of V-Star Universe. Just a reminder, these came out of the Ultra Premium collection in English. Japanese ones you actually had to pull. Again at a Gem 10.
Yep.
Absolutely lovely.
Nice.
Next is going to be the Charizard EX out of Shiny Treasure EX. This is the Japanese version of what we know as the SIR.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is the SAR, the Secret Alternate Rare.
Yeah.
Coming in at a
nice.
pristine 10.
Nice.
So, Jonathan, very well done, sir. Congratulations. Lovely card. You have killed it. You have won the ability to, I don't know, brag.
Yeah.
And he's got plenty to brag about. Next, you've got the Special Art Rare Mew EX coming out of Shiny Treasures EX, which that was a set. We actually opened it on video. You can check it up on our YouTube.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's coming in at Gem 10. Lovely grade. Lovely grade.
Nice.
You got that in the Mew collection if you got it in English. Here is the Arceus V-Star. It's the Japanese version, so it's out of V-Star Universe. The English one came out of Crown Zenith. And that's also a pristine 10. So, like...
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Such
pretty
a card.
Pretty good.
Such a beautiful
These are some
card.
good pulls from Jonathan.
Just killing it. Jonathan's got a really good eye for cards. Next, we're going to have the Regigigas V-Star, also out of V-Star Universe. And it's going to be the SAR, which is a Special Art Rare.
Nice.
Yeah, that one's coming in as Gem 10. The foiling on this one is actually textured and changes based on which part of the background or the Pokemon you're on. So getting a really close look at these cards is just gorgeous. Yeah. You can't really catch it on camera, but if you're able to find one of these like at a con or something, like treat yourself. Take a close look.
Did they do all the Reggie ones for that set? Do you know if
I
it was
don't
like
know.
Reggie's too?
Just I think it was just Regigigas.
Okay.
I don't recall seeing any of the others. Yeah, no, I'm like 100% certain.
Okay.
Next is a Simistar V-Star out of V-Star Universe. It seems as Jonathan got quite a bit of V-Star Universe.
Yeah.
And he definitely pulled good.
Yeah.
And we've got a lovely Gem 10 here. I always really like this Simis here. Yeah. It's just goofy art, and that really kind of makes it for me.
It's like, I'm eating a potato.
Yeah, no, he's great. Yeah. I think it's a pair.
A pair? That works.
But you can actually get them super cheap, especially in English. So get yourself one. They're beautiful part for any collection. Next is Galarian Zapdos, again out of V-Star Universe, coming in at 9.5. Nice. And that's the art rare. And he did send the rest of the birds as well.
Sweet.
So Articuno coming in.
A 10.
There's that 10.
Oh, nice.
There's that 10.
Nice.
And
does Moltres beat them all?
My favorite of the children, Moltres.
Oh, yeah.
At Gem 10. So lovely grade on all those, all very close. 10 on the other two. It's a shame we couldn't get it all 310, but like 9.5 still a really good grade. Yeah. And like those three birds are really good cards. So congratulations, Jonathan, you did great. He's not done yet either. We've got Blastoise EX coming as well, and this is the SIR out of 151.
To complete that cycle.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Oh yeah.
Well, I was wondering. I was hoping you would have it. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very impressive card.
Also
Very impressive
underwater
card.
shooting stuff.
Yep. It's extremely striking. I love that card. Speaking of cards I love, we've got Charmander's Ascent coming up here. This is the art rare out of, again, 151. There's also alternate rares for the Charmeleon and the Charizard, and guess what? We're going to see them.
Okay,
so here's the Charmeleon.
Charmeleon,
8.5, got a bit of a dip on that one. He's had some struggles. He had to climb that mountain. Kind of took it out of him.
Yeah.
But that's okay, because when he makes it to Charizard, he evolves, he leaves the mountain, and he's perfect. He's perfect and beautiful in Gem 10.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. What a card. Well done.
Just fly away.
Well done. Next, we've got the Pidgey Alternate out of Obsidian Flames, which is super cute. I love
the
this
Pidgeys.
one.
Which one?
It's so good. The Pidgey, the Pidgeotto, and the Pidgeot are also cards I really like.
Yeah.
8.5 is a nice grade. Hey, you value up, so that's awesome. Next, we've got the Pidgeotto, and that one's doing quite a bit better at 9.5.
Chilling on this side a little bit better. He's like, nope, over here.
Indeed.
Over here,
very,
guys.
Very clear.
They're right over there.
They didn't know which Pidgey they were looking at.
They're right over there. See?
Yeah. The roots actually go up, too.
Yeah.
And I think they have a root sign for the Pidgeot. Unfortunately, no Pidgeot this order. But that's look up that Pidgeot. That Pidgeot's still really pretty. Okay. Even if you've seen it, go look at it again. Next, we've got the Gardevoir EX, and it's going to be the alt rare from Paldean Fates.
Okay, nice.
Which Gardevoir EX is a fan favorite. Beautiful card. A lot of people love it. Really good art on this one. I love the cooler colors on it.
Yep.
It just got the really nice palette, especially with that sort of sparkling on it. 9 is a lovely grade as well. Sweet. So that's a really cool one. Well done, Jonathan. And the last Pokemon card we have for the order, also by Jonathan, is the Alter Mewtwo V out of Pokemon Go.
Ooh.
I like to refer to it as the Vegeta Mewtwo, because he's absolutely ready to destroy that city.
Yep.
And with Gem 10, he's absolutely destroyed the charts. That's a lovely card, lovely grade, great value on it. Congratulations.
Good one.
we've got 3 more cards.
3 more cards. Okay.
These are going to be One Piece cards, and these are for Luis. Luis, thank you very much for using the service. We hope you enjoy your One Piece cards. Here is the Monkey D. Luffy, and this one is from the 500 years into the future, which is, I think, OP07? OP06? Oh, it says on it. It's OP07.
Yeah.
Perfect. So, yeah, this is the super rare. There are plenty of Luffys in the set, and, like, I get it. Luffy's the guy.
Yeah.
As a actually recent One Piece fan, I've actually gained quite an appreciation for Luffy. He's an idiot, but he's our idiot.
It's the gun fruit.
Yeah. So next we've got Otama. This is also going to be from OP07, which is 500 years in the future. This is the parallel art. Also hitting a Gem 10.
Well, there's some. That's some good.
Yeah.
We haven't done many One Piece cards, but they've been really good quality for the most part.
Bandai does not mess around when they make cards.
Yeah.
They make really good cards. Unfortunately, they may make very few of them as well.
Yeah.
Please print more. People want to buy them.
Yep.
And next we've got Portgas D. Ace, also from 500 years in the future, and it is the secret rare.
Also a 10.
Yes,
nice.
Also a 10. And, like, they really kill it with their foiling. Like, they go all out. It's rad. Like, the parallels and the secret rares have all sorts of frills on them and look just gorgeous. And texturing as well. You know, you just can't beat it. I would say that Bandai and Pokemon are probably the prettiest cards on the market right now. So, yeah.
They are striking, yeah.
There's all the cards. This is already a long video, so I'm just going to wish you a good night. And remember that spooky season is coming up, so stay spooky.
Stay spooky.